this time in the feature match, we have, as we take a look, Charles Albert, he's playing SULTAI mid-range versus Andrew Howells. We're going to knock on the wall, let them know to start their clock.
You may lose.
All right. And we're going to see how this goes. I want to thank all of you for sticking in and watching tonight and joining us. Charles going down to 18.
You have energy. What am I going to do with that? That's the question.
This is a good question, too. Looks like a glint sleeve siphoner. Now, Charles could play a 3-drop Planeswalker here. If he had a Liliana, I think that would have been dropped right now, just so he could tick up and kill a glint sleeve siphoner. He's going to go down to 18. He's going to push.
I think you're just going to get too big, too quick. And Thought Seize you.
He's going to Thought Seize. So I think he takes Liliana. Looks like a Drown in the Lock. So we see a Drown in the Lock, Liliana Last Hope, Culligan's Command, and a Dreadbore.
I don't know if I can get any of those cards.
Why do you draw land to make you from good? So
Yeah. Are you going to play open or do you need me to read it?
I'll play open.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Why did you need to draw land to make any of them good?
Kill that. Gets going to see back to hand.
So goodbye, little bird, as the goose gets cooked.
Oh, yay.
Jason.
Yeah, cool. There you go. I didn't even get it out.
So if he gets a land, oh, he did get a land. So now we're going to see two things. He's going to kill it with Drown in the Lock, saving the Dreadbore for Planeswalkers. Is he going to turn that into a 3-3?
Yeah.
He's turning it into a 3-3. Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
Can't be drawing no cards. Yep. Here we go.
And also doesn't have Menace anymore either. It loses that ability.
You're like, do I dreadboard it? Do I kill it? Okay.
3, yeah, 11. Go.
Draw.
Yep.
There's a very fast-paced match between these two.
Bring him back. Bring it back.
Here.
Make the food.
Here.
Here you go. Dreadboard again.
This is getting quick. All right, Jace swinging at Oko, takes him down to 3.
Draw.
Yep.
Make Jason 3/3.
Sure.
I guess you play your own 3-3.
Cool, you got a fail push.
Surveil.
Okay.
Yep. Don't care.
All right, third Oko.
Kill. Okay.
Yeah, Oko is dead.
Have at it.
Draw.
So if he gets a land, he can play Kalidas. Ooh, that's pretty big. But we're going to see.
No.
I don't think we play this. This is not the one to play right now.
Gonna die anyway.
Fair point.
1, 2.
It's going to bring back the Food Maker.
Sure.
Yeah. You probably missed.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be your goal.
That's a. I think I would have rather have him played Jace. So now he's going to discard to a Nicol Bolas. He's going to lose Liliana. He's going to lose 3 life here.
Nazis.
One you, one Lily.
2, 3. Go. Draw.
18 to 8 as Grixis is taking over here. Nicol Bolas is so big.
By Jace. Really want that third land? Fourth land?
Right now he's dead on board.
Okay. 2 food.
So he can go down to 2. Should probably play the Jace. He's got to hope that there's no removal. If there is, he has to block with his Jace. Huh. Charles deep in thought here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bring it up.
Glorybringer off the top would be great here.
I'll say that.
Combat.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Well, there's no planeswalkers, so. Fuck.
Sure. I'll move damage. Take 6.
He's going to go down to 2.
Yeah.
Sack food.
Sure. Take 3.
He's going to go down to 5.
Go.
Draw.
Yep.
Okay, he's still facing death. He could play Kalidas. Kalidas has lifelink.
I don't think I got that.
Push flip. What? It's flipping.
7, if you draw land.
7.
Do that.
He's-
Doesn't work.
Practically at 1 if he plays the Kalidas. There's no man lands over on Andrew's side.
Still go to 1. That's. I don't think I have anything to. I guess I'll do.
That's good.
Latest?
Sure.
And with Kalidas go, if he attacks into the Kalidas, so Andrew's best play is just to attack with Nicol Bolas.
Flip. Kill.
Yeah.
6.
Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, you just draw a land.
You draw anything but a land at that point.
Land or.
Fatal
So
push.
Andrew takes
Yeah,
game
pretty much
1.
next
Yeah, I was like, get a zombie. Seems okay.
Lucky. 10. Ready? There we go.
Duress from Charles as he go, or from Andrew. And what we see is we see Vraska, Thought Eraser, Liliana, Scavenging Ooze, 2 lands, Thought Eraser being taken. That way you can't just fire back.
Sure. You're going. Wait, you got another one? Other than that? Yeah. I got lots of planeswalkers.
Hey, you're on really good. Lily.
Okay.
So we're going to see a Thought Seize. And Oko gets to stick.
Plus food. Sure. And turn off. Nope. Swing. Oh well. It's fine. It'll be alright. I'll remember it. I'll remember to see if it matters.
Kill or discard a card.
Kill it and discard a card. He discards an Oko.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw.
So we should see some food getting in there as, sorry, Andrew's at 14.
Sure.
Life total changes are going fast pace here.
Yeah, 11.
Should be at 9. You're go. I'm talking to my head.
Oh. I was like,
Because I forgot to swing with the ooze, so I'm
I was
just
like, I didn't miss anything. I'll think.
no, I just forgot to swing. I said go.
Sure.
Hmm. Let's sleep Siphoner.
Take Vraska.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Go.
So Oko's for days. Once again.
Give me a land. Minutes. You don't have energy right now.
I have 1 energy.
Well, I mean enough to.
Yeah, to do something.
Yeah, Andrew needs something to remove planeswalkers. Pithing Needle would probably be really good. Stop Oko in its tracks.
In my head, you should be at 4. You go.
Gonna see an Opt fired off.
Sounds good.
Puts it at the bottom. Takes Oko, gets 2 energy. So depending on what Charles does here, we could see the food getting removed. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to cast in there. You just need to push
Okay. Yep. Draw.
push the food token.
Make this a 3/3.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Bile Blight would be awesome right here.
Fatal push 1.
Yep.
2, 3, go 3.
Bile Blight not seeing much play. I think it should.
Blue, green, black.
Yeah, go 3. You got it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Charles is going to draw 3 cards,
1.
trying to get some lands. He's able to replenish his hand.
Yeah, here we go. Upkeep. Yeah. Balls in play.
This is not looking good. Should probably play the Kalidas. If he turns it into a 3/3, he gets the block. Decides not to swing in with the Glint Sleeve Siphoner.
You care what this is?
No, you got no cards.
So looking at Charles' hand, I think he's probably going to win this one. He has a huge advantage right now.
It's 8.
What would have been neat is if he would have been able to
3. Trade.
Which?
This.
He's just going to trade.
Rasker.
Yeah.
Minus 2 kill. Get a zombie.
Yep.
Minus kill, get a zombie.
Sickness. I cannot attack with him.
So a lot of people get confused about the summoning sickness rule. Charles pointing it out that he cannot attack with the Kalidas even though it's on the battlefield under Andrew's control. Creatures cannot activate their abilities or attack unless they have haste or you've controlled them from the beginning of your turn.
Discard a water green.
Sure.
Take go.
Mhm.
Yes. Draw. Make a food.
Sure.
Eat the food.
Sure.
Gain life.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Land for turn.
Yep.
It says you. I was an idiot. Comment.
Sure.
3.
Just that.
Hold on.
Yep.
And then, I mean, yeah, I have to do this because, yeah.
Block like so.
Walk like so.
I think we would have been better off blocking the other way, but maybe he's trying to flip the Nicol Bolas. Charles is deep in thought.
Why? Because I'm gonna know. Yeah.
I know how to block. I know how to
Yeah,
block.
no. Fucking. Yeah, I'm not gonna sack it.
Okay.
So,
We'll go to damage.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Did that.
Yeah.
Charles is at 21.
Lily on me.
Sure.
Plus, here. Look, okay?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I know what I should have done, and I didn't.
Okay.
Here you go. I still wouldn't have killed the zombie.
It doesn't change too much.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Pick a food.
Sure.
Eat the food.
Sure.
And like draw a card.
Yup.
The card advantage is starting to go Charles' way.
Making the wrong play, okay. I'll explain to you after this.
Oh.
Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Plus, minus,
Yeah, there it is. Okay, keep going.
No, I don't have anything to give up at the moment. I don't have a food to give up.
No, I think you already had food up there.
No, I'm not giving you police back.
Okay.
But I did make the wrong play after I realized, oh hey, I have a gilded goose.
Yeah,
So now I have no food.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
We got one more round after this.
oh yeah, so
Cage Tiki. One more round.
Good damage.
This is round 3 of 4. Here at our locals event.
2 to this, return. Bullish to my hand.
So it did how much damage?
2, it's a 2/3.
Bullish should be gone.
Why isn't Bolus exiled?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yep.
I was like,
Nope.
it's on me.
Yep, I forgot that.
So are you still doing that?
I still make the play, so just got a card.
Alright.
Yep.
Where my Oko?
Cool.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I forgot about
yeah,
that.
guys. I was like, make a zombie?
All right,
I was
so
like,
we're gonna be going to a game
I'll
3.
give you police back.
What decks do I play in Commander? I play Commander Teferi, the original Teferi from Time Spiral.
This is really bad.
Mono blue. I play Azusa.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. That's what I was worried about.
How bad is that? Oh, this thing girl. Oh, it's that bad.
wow.
Can't draw lands if I have all of them in my hand.
Yeah. Brett, go ahead.
All right, so Charles with a bad hand here.
No.
Oh, land sakes, got it.
Yep. Alright, here you go.
Okay. Well, kill this if you want. Go ahead, I'm good. I'm fine with it.
Oh, what decks do I play in Pioneer? In Pioneer, I've been playing Mono Green Eldrazi.
Here you go.
And the other deck that I'm working on is Blue White Approach. And then I have a Grixis control list. Is this an Oko?
I don't know if I'm supposed to kill that thing or not. I don't know.
Okay, you can just pick up your lands, dude.
Okay.
Tune, Swamp.
And Assassin Trophy.
Yeah. Just because it's going to be kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So that's what I play in Pioneer. What do you play in Pioneer?
Attack. But then you could. Bullet me.
It's 18 all.
I turn early. I'm not even gonna turn early. Glory bringer me. I turn early. And then I'm angry. Yeah, sure.
All right, so Assassin Trophy. It's going to allow Andrew to go get a land.
Oh, sad. No.
Nothing at the moment.
Yeah, and I tapped incorrect.
Well, if you were to
Yep.
build a deck, what deck would you build?
Take it, yeah, you can go move combat. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, 16. Yeah, here you go.
Off your step.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. Sounds real good. No, I'm not going there. Good.
It does need another land, that's for sure.
And it's paid.
Kalidas,
Please. Okay. Go. Yeah.
very interesting. Yeah, there's a couple people that were playing the Boggles deck for Pioneer.
Oh, okay.
It's really good with all that glitters.
So go make that a milk.
Sure.
I need to get acrylic elf tokens. Boko. I don't know if it's broken. It's pretty good though. It is a good planeswalker.
This?
Yeah. Sorry, okay.
He said that, so I was like, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah.
it's Oko, but never know these attacks. Yep, I got punished. Yep, super got punished.
So he shocked in.
3.
Yep.
Should be at 14 because that's steam vents.
Go.
I got to remind him the steam vents came into play on tap.
Super punished. Super punished.
Shouldn't you be at 14? Steam vents?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's either.
What would they do without me?
Sure. I can't swim. Oh. He can't swim.
Shifting Ceratops
Come on.
could swing in, and he might as well swing in.
You're going.
Okay, he decides not to. Oh, because it didn't have haste. That's why. Ooh, piling needle. A little late to the game.
Yes, sir. One card.
That's a green elk.
I'm at 11. Oh, man.
He's going to transform.
Plus draw 2. That sounds good. Go.
As we look at Nicol Bolas. Flip side, draw 2 cards, and then it deals 10 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Target creature or planeswalker. Oh, return. Put target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Is that 9?
He probably should have brought it down and turned.
Oh,
Oh, no, because Broko cannot stop us shifting Ceratops.
Block ooze.
You think Andrew's winning?
E. Ooze. Check. Panic. Yeah. E. Honestly, check. Okay,
Go to damage.
Yep.
Let's go to 4.
Yep.
I think Andrew's still ahead.
E. Clues.
Yeah, but the shifting Ceratops is the big problem here. He needs to find a removal spell for it.
Draw 2. Yep.
He's going to draw some cards. That's pretty good. He can play both of them down. So we're going to see Jace, Venge Prodigy.
Resolves.
Might as well play the Glint Sleeve.
Trigger. Yep. Resolves. Yeah.
This game's starting to get there. How much is Jace now? As far as card price?
Like that.
He's about 42.
I need a kill spell. Thoughtseize target you.
Response.
Deal 2 to the shifting Ceratops. Make him discard a card.
Discard card. And I'll attempt to return Jace to my hand.
I would have done 2 to the shifting Ceratops. Mystical Dispute.
So that was 2. Yep. And then Thoughtseize. Yeah, and then yep. Combat.
Yep.
We're gonna go. Draw 2 card alert. Regardless of what happens.
I think Charles is going to win this. Remember, you picked Andrew to win this.
I'm gonna go.
But it looks like Charles.
I do 5 there. Walk to
Which,
I think if I go ahead and force, it's not force to pull out.
yeah, but he didn't steal his Oko. Yeah, I guess you're
I
right.
guess we'll go everything here. Everything. Yep, everything.
But the shifting Ceratops probably would have helped finish the Oko.
Zero damage. Yep. He's built to 1.
And we get one card in.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
It's the steam vents you know of.
Yep.
All right, so Andrew's going to draw more cards.
Last 2.
Gets another energy.
Yep. Eat.
Okay, so if Andrew can flip it, he's going to be able to use the Dread Boar to kill.
Steam vent.
Yep.
Draw.
Hmm.
At you.
Both at me.
He's decided to ignore.
So,
Scavengers.
yep.
Damage. I'll take 5. Go to 7.
Phase 2.
Party tracker.
Yeah, because one more creature. Which there was a Jason there. All right, 2 more cards.
Kill my thing.
Before I do anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like,
Yeah. I got you.
Immediately going to the bottom. Andrew trying to find an answer.
so frustrated.
That's pretty good. That gives him 2 blockers. And he can take out. He could actually. Oh man, this is a hard one. Does he have enough mana to play those? He does.
What do you bring? Okay.
Can't afford to really exert it.
Goblin Rattling Wizard. Place on
Yeah, I know.
Let's combat.
Yeah.
Trigger. Cha.
Hi,
Just block.
eat Jace. Gain a life.
Scavenging Ooze just keeps doing its thing, ticking up. What does Charles do here? Any removal spell, and he should just kind of almost lock it up.
I would hope so.
You would think, but no. Oh no.
It's a fatal push that he drew, and he can't target any of those. No lands to get a clue.
Blocks.
Let me declare. Sorry.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's that does matter a lot.
Yeah.
So Andrew pretty much is going to block the Shifting Ceratops with the Glorybringer. Block. If I was Charles, I'd just swing it all out. I don't know. This is a hard place. This
I'm
is
gonna go nickel balls.
All of it?
Yep.
everything at Nicol Bolas. Huh.
Not that it would change how I block.
I think that changes a lot.
Box.
Damage.
Yep. He's trade.
Yep, I know. Trust me, I know.
Okay. Takes 2.
3. He goes.
He's down to 2.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like,
Down to 2.
Yeah.
All right. What can Andrew draw?
Draw 2.
Yep.
He's going to have to use that opt. The Scavenging Ooze is dead.
Okay.
He's been drawing a lot of cards. So he's going to dress him.
Gotta push.
So now he's got to push the...
Quarterbringer. Yep. Gravel Master.
Sure.
Charles is going to go...
Green Source. Jace.
He's going to go to 16. All right. So Scavenging Ooze off the board.
Turn.
Charles top decking.
Seem good? Yeah.
A land helps him get rid of the Nicol Bolas.
Down to 1.
Oh,
Jace it is.
okay. That's still a pretty huge top deck here. Oh, Culligan's come in. All right.
Plus. Got 2.
Yeah.
All right. So now that should take care of it.
Trust me, I'm well aware of how bad this is right now.
Oh, bad, yeah.
It got a little better though.
Oh, hey, Quarterbringer.
Now you can attack and exert, kill. You can take care of the Jace.
Nope.
Anything else for damage?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's drawing a lot of cards.
Kill Jace.
I'm gonna discard a card.
Okay.
Here, this card is made for you.
Okay.
I'm going to discard a card. Andrew's all like, I've got so many of these things. I'm just going to discard. Wow. Nicol Bolas pulling Andrew ahead.
Turn 2.
Yep.
Wow, Cletus and a glint sleeve. Whew.
Yep.
What can Charles do to get out of this? Andrew's pulling ahead. Choose his way back in. Should have killed Bolas a long time ago. You're right. There's that one attack that Charles took off, and that's the hand being extended. Wow.
So the turn that
Andrew pulls it off. Congratulations to him. Hey, folks, we'll be back with our fourth and final round. Stay tuned. You're watching Primetime Pioneer here at Frontline Games. I'm your host, Randy. Stay tuned.